Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is the DFS Riddler coming at you live with another MLB video for Wednesday, April the 10th. Here to solve all of your DFS riddles and questions that you might have for this slate. Before we get started, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can get all the future content. Um, Shit. That's all I can say about last night's slate. Fuck the pitchers. Oh my god. Um, Pitchers that I had were absolutely terrible. Lucchesi got negative some shit. He had like a really good matchup pitching against the fucking Giants. Um, Went off in his first game of the year. Should have went off on a team that strikes out a ton. He didn't. Shit, he fucked the dog. Um, Same deal with fucking oh god, what's his name? Strasburg. Yeah, he fucked the dog also. I mean, that was a really tough matchup. It's my bad. Can't really pick a pitcher pitching against the Phillies. It's not the same Phillies they used to be. They're fucking hell of a lot better. They stacked their line. So Strasburg was no match for the Phillies. Just that was a bad matchup. Um, Yeah, but shit, all the pitchers were generally pretty bad on this slate. None of them really did fucking good. Jacob DeGrom even, but this guy was 11,600. I think he put up like a negative 2.7. He absolutely got lit up. So whoever stacked the batters against Jacob DeGrom, they got all the money. Um, Shit, it was a fucking stupid slate. Horrible pitching all over the place. So, I mean, we can only move on and, we can do better. We can bounce back on this slate that we got coming up. Um, Before we get started, we'll just talk about Draft Dashboard for a second. This is the best lineup optimizer out there, guys. So many options to help make your MLB DFS slates just that much better, regardless if you are a casual player or an experienced player. Draft Dashboard will help out your game, guys. So many tools on here that you can use for this. You got the MLB cheat sheet that I really like to look at every day. Tells you the locks, the best plays that are playing in the slate, the top pitchers that are in the best spot, which for yesterday's slate, that's bullshit, obviously. Jacob DeGrom was not in a very good spot. He got lit up. But it's baseball. Sometimes analytics don't match up to what really happens in real life. Um, but for the most part, most of the time they do. Moving on back to Draft Dashboard. Studs, your bats over $4,000 that are in the best spots, over $4,000. Your mid-range bats between 3.5 and 4K. Your value bats, and the best thing about this cheat sheet, guys, is the home run hitters. If you haven't had time to do the research, you can come here and just check it out and see which hitters that are on the slate that have the best chance to hit a home run. Really, really important, guys. You want to have all the home runs possible in your lineups. That's what's going to get you those big wins, is those hitters that are going to get all the home runs for you. So this is a very, very helpful tool, guys. I also really like the sleepers and studs option on Draft Dashboard. The sleepers and studs will let you take a look at all the players that are going to be priced under $4,000 that have a really high upside to at least make value. Very helpful tool, guys. If you want to be able to fit the big bats in your lineup, you got to be able to fit the value bats. You got to get the value bats in there to fit those guys. So this is a very, very helpful tool to find out which value bats that you should be targeting on that current slate. Last but not least, guys, is the lineup optimizer. This is the best lineup optimizer out there. You can take all of the players that you add in your player pool, take them and throw them in your lineup optimizer. You can create multiple lineups, upgrade the players that are in the lineup to have a better draft dashboard ranking, and basically just create the best lineup possible that you can, based on the players that are in the player pool. This lineup optimizer has won me tons of money, guys. It can win you tons of money too if you give it a shot. Draft dashboard and all the tools that I use every single day on here, they can all be yours for just $1 for 30 days. Everybody has $1 to spend if you're already playing DFS fantasy. You might as well spend $1, give Draft Dashboard a shot, see how much it improves your game. If you don't like it after a month, you can always cancel, but it's definitely worth a shot, guys. It will improve your game. It will win you more money playing daily fantasy sports, and that's what we all want to do. We want to win more money at DFS, at MLB, at all the sports on DFS. And Draft Dashboard is that tool that'll help you do that, guys. So give it a shot. Like I said, just $1 for 30 days. You can try it out by clicking the link that's in the description of my video. Right below. Just check it out. It's in the description. Click the link. It'll take you to where you need to go. Give Draft Dashboard a shot, guys. So we will move on to the picks that I have selected for today's slate. I am liking the way that this slate looks. I'm liking the pitching a little bit better than what I was thinking yesterday on the slate. So we'll jump right into it for the SP1. I'm liking Noah Syndergaard here. Noah Syndergaard is priced up to 10,400. But as far as like between all the stud pitching that is available on this slate, I do like him the best. We will look at the pitchers right quick that are on this slate, and just as a comparison, you have James Paxton available at 9,700. Who has had some decent games coming out. Rough outing too. Not a really good matchup tomorrow for him against the Houston Astros. They have a pretty dangerous lineup. He does have a lot of strikeout upside, but I don't really like him with the matchup against the Houston Astros tomorrow. Noah Syndergaard is against the Minnesota Twins, who do strike out a ton. He has a really good OPS both against lefties and righties and switch batters. He is a pretty much all-around balanced, well-rounded, good pitcher. Minnesota Twins have 3 lefties, 4 righties, and 2 switch batters in their lineup. Weighted OPS of 635. Small sample pool of 1 for 7. Twins are hitting 143. I really like Syndergaard's upside in his matchup. He's got a 20 and a 15 in his first 2 games. I think he has the upside to get that 20 to 25 for us tomorrow, guys. So I really like Noah Syndergaard. But yeah, other than that, tomorrow's pitching it's not looking too appealing right off the bat. I'll head back to the player pool here that I've selected for the SP2 that I like on this slate. Let's see, who did I have for the SP2? I'm liking Brandon Woodruff. Woodruff is a little bit expensive. He's 8,300. I like his matchup. He's up against the Los Angeles Angels. Has a pretty good advantage, plus 7%. He's only giving up a 614 OPS versus righty batters, and LA does have 5 righty batters in their lineup. He has a weighted OPS of 669. And for those of you who are new to MLB, or if you don't know what OPS is that I'm always talking about, OPS is basically a measurement of a player's ability to get on base and their ability to slug, their ability to slug the ball, to hit home runs, to hit the ball really well. So obviously, like a player that has a high OPS, he has a high on-base percentage through walks and hits, and also through home runs for his slugging percentage. So OPS high, if it's high, it's really good in a batter's favor. High for a pitcher means not good for them. It means they're, like in this case, Brandon Woodruff. He gives up an 813 OPS versus switch batters, by far his worst pitch. Good thing is that LA doesn't have any switch batters in their lineup. So I really do like his matchup here. Angels, they strike out a whole lot. They do have Mike Trout, but he is a right-handed batter, and I think that Brandon Woodruff can get around him if he's careful. So that's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. High strikeout upside. He does have 12, 17, 16, 19, and 17 in his last 5 games. So pretty consistent on the scoring. So I do like him tomorrow in a slate to pair with Noah Syndergaard in a pitching slate that is not very stacked up, not too many good options. There is one other pitcher that I will mention that I didn't highlight. I like Frankie Montas tomorrow also pitching against the Baltimore Orioles for the Oakland Athletics. I can definitely see the Oakland Athletics crushing Baltimore tomorrow, getting the win. If Frankie Montas can hang in there and pitch a game long enough, he could get the win. He's priced at 8,100, so right around Brandon Woodruff's salary. I like both of these guys tomorrow for an SP2. I just highlighted Brandon Woodruff because I like him a little bit better. I like his upside against the Twins a little bit better than Frankie Montas tomorrow. Frankie Montas does give up a 1.629 OPS versus switch batters, and they do have Jonathan VR in their lineup, who is absolutely crushing the ball right now. So that I don't like with Frankie Montas' matchup. So Brandon Woodruff has a little bit higher dash ranking, a little bit better matchup, I feel. But they are pretty fairly evenly priced and fairly evenly matched up. So you could go with either one of these guys tomorrow, guys. I just decided to go with Brandon Woodruff. So we'll go ahead and move on to the bats. For my first bat, go ahead and jump right into it. Anthony Rendon. This guy is fucking on fire every game that he is hitting in, pretty much like all of Washington's offense. They have like Adam Eaton out there, but they don't really have many good hitters anymore. Anthony Rendon is one of the last good ones that they have. They did price him up to $5,000 today, so a generous price hike for Anthony Rendon today, but he's been absolutely freaking crushing it. His last 5 games, he put up a 5, a 26, a 23, a 28, and a 19. Double-digit numbers in 4 out of the last 5 games. I really like that. He did put up a 28 in a recent game versus Philly and against Nick Pivetta, who is probably one of Philly's worst pitchers. He's not very good. Anthony Rendon is hitting 6 for 12 with a 500 average and a 1.871 OPS. He's got 2 singles and 3 home runs. He has an 860 OPS versus righty pitchers, and Nick Pivetta gives his worst ball up to righty batters with an 839 OPS. So I really like this matchup tomorrow. Anthony Rendon has already hit 3 home runs against Pivetta, and he's hitting really well right now, and I think he has really high upside to hit another one tomorrow. So get some Anthony Rendon in your lineups. He should crush it tomorrow. Even at $5,000 for salary, I'm not afraid to pay that for Anthony Rendon. He's worth every dollar. Moving on to the next batter, gotta highlight this guy again. Whit Merrifield. He has another good matchup again today, guys. And not only that, but he is going to be going for his club's franchise his record of most consecutive hits in a game. He's got 30 right now, so he has the tie. If he can get a hit tomorrow, he will break the record for the Kansas City Royals for a player that has the most consecutive hits in a game. So he's definitely gonna be fired up. He's gonna be going for that. Definitely think he's gonna get it. I'm gonna keep riding this train as long as it keeps going on the tracks. Whit Merrifield just crushes the ball pretty much every game. Last game he got a triple last night. I think he finished that triple. He had like 10 fantasy points. Not sure if he got more than that. He is, once again, not really priced up. Still only 4,500. Definitely a lock. I don't understand why they don't ever price this guy up, but I appreciate it. Thank you, DraftKings. Definitely gets me my value every single day that I play him, pretty much. So that's why I'm highlighting him again. He has a 95 draft dashboard ranking for tomorrow, guys. Draft dashboard is in the middle of updating, so it's not giving Kikuchi's stats properly, but this guy, that pitcher, had some trouble on his opening game. I know that for sure. Gave up a lot of runs. Didn't really look very well, like he was doing very well. He will be pitching to Whit Merrifield, who is a right-handed batter. And Whit Merrifield, I know, has a little bit more than that plus 17% advantage over Kikuchi, just because his stats haven't updated right now. But this is a really good matchup tomorrow, guys, and Whit Merrifield is hitting 8, 18, 14, 7, and 7 in his last 5 games. Last 5 versus Seattle, he has an 8, a 3, 11, a 6, and a 5. So lock him in tomorrow, guys. Keep locking him in and until he has a bad matchup, I guess, or something. But this guy's pretty much a lock for me almost every single day. I'm highlighting him again today just because he has a super good matchup. So lock in with Merrifield. For the next batter, I went with David Peralta for tomorrow. David Peralta is priced at only 4,400, and I freaking love this price tag for Peralta tomorrow. He has a really good matchup. He is batting against Lance Lynn, who gives up an 862 OPS to lefty batters. David Peralta hits righty batters with an 834 OPS. He does see Lance Lynn very, very well. He's 5 for 11 with a 455 batting average. He has 4 singles and 1 home run, 1.265 OPS versus Lynn. He does have a 99 draft dashboard ranking going in tomorrow, and his last 5 games, he has a 5, 5, a 6, a 12, and a 13. So really, really consistent, guys. I like his spot tomorrow, and I think he's underpriced. I think 4,400. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem paying 5,000 for this guy tomorrow. He's in a crush spot. I mean, plus 42% batting advantage over Lance Lynn. I really like David Peralta tomorrow, batting in the number 3 spot. Lock him in. He should definitely crush it tomorrow. Really liking David Peralta. For the next batter and the last one on the core slate, I am going with Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger is kind of an obvious play. He is one of the hottest batters in the league right now. I'm highlighting him once again, like some of the other players. I'm highlighting him because he has a really good matchup today. He is priced up. He's 5,400, so he is expensive. You have to do some things, some swindling around to be able to fit him in your lineup. But he is worth it, guys, if you can get Cody Bellinger in there. He only has a 46 draft dashboard ranking, but that is going to be because he is batting against Flaherty, who is priced at $9,000, which I wouldn't pay that for him. I think he's going to get freaking crushed by the Dodgers tomorrow. I wouldn't put him in any of my lineups. Unless you're absolutely trying to play the contrarian and you think that for some crazy reason that they would win against the Dodgers with this tomorrow. I mean, which crazier shit did happen on this past slate. So, I mean, anything could happen, guys. That's why you do play contrarian lineups. It will win you the big money if you can stomach actually playing those lineups. But anyways, yeah, so Cody Bellinger has a 46 draft dashboard ranking. He does have a plus 46% batting advantage over Flaherty. Flaherty gives up a shitty whopping 943 OPS to all lefty batters. See, he's a really good pitcher to righty batters, and he pitches really well to switch batters. But against the left-handed batter, he absolutely just shits the bed. So against Cody Bellinger, who is one of the hottest left-handed batters in the league right now, he has a 906 OPS versus righty pitchers. This is a killer matchup for Cody Bellinger tomorrow. He does have an 830, an 8, a 30, a 19, a 22, and a 20 in his last 5 games. With a 8, a 5, a 36, a 4, and a 3 versus his last 5 versus St. Louis. I really like this matchup tomorrow, so like I was saying, if you can fit him in your lineups, get some Cody Bellinger in there, because there's no doubt in my mind that he's gonna fucking crush Jack Flaherty tomorrow. So look for that to happen. For my for my value play today, I went with Cedric Mullins for the Baltimore Orioles. Cedric Mullins is only priced at 3,800, so there is a lot of value there if he can pay it off. He is batting number 1 in the lineup for the Orioles. The reason I picked him is because he has a really good advantage. He is plus 90%. Frankie Montas gives up 1.629 OPS versus switch batters. Cedric Mullins is a switch batter, and he hits his best when he's hitting against righty pitchers. He's not very good when he's hitting against a lefty pitcher, but against righties, pretty decent with a 751 OPS. He is 1 for 2 against Montas with a single, and I really like that matchup, just because Montas is such a shitty pitcher historically to switch batters, that especially switch batters that are going to be batting it left-handed against him. So really good matchup for Cedric Mullins. All he really needs is like a single and a run or a double or something like that to really pay off that price tag. Like to see a lot more out of him. Obviously like to see a home run, but it could happen. He does have the OPS against Montas to make that happen, and the matchup is really good. So that is my value play for tomorrow. I don't think that a lot of people will be on Cedric Mullins, and if I can get a guy that has that high of an advantage against the pitcher, and for only $3,800, and he's going to be batting in the number 1 spot of the lineup, sure, let me have all of that. I mean, the guy batting in the number 1 lineup spot, he's going to get at least 4 at-bats. If they're getting hits, he's going to see 5 at-bats. So definitely a lot of upside for a guy in that spot. And if you, like I said, if you can get one at that price tag, especially with an advantage over the pitcher, hell yeah, like lock him in. Give me some Cedric Mullins. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully pitching goes better tomorrow. I mean, it was just shocking. It was utterly shocking. I could go on about it, but I won't. I'll just end the video. So until tomorrow's video, I wish everybody the best of luck at tomorrow's slate. As always, make lots of money, and until tomorrow night's video, DFS Riddler out.